Alright, we're continuing on with Tasha's Cauldron, and now we're looking at the Rogue class. It's something called Phantom Rogue. So before they actually get to the Phantom Rogue, they talk about something else available to the Rogue class. I really like this one. At 3rd level, you can gain something called Steady Aim. As a bonus action, always great to see that bonus, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. You can use this bonus action only if you haven't moved during this turn, and after you use the bonus action, your speed is 0 until the end of your current turn. So basically, all the rogue has to do is not move on this turn and get advantage. Now, if you look at this guy right here, you can see he took a knee. That's what's giving this drow the steady aim. So that's great, especially if somebody's a ranged character. Often they don't need to move as it is. So getting advantage on the attack roll, outstanding. I definitely picked that up right there. So now we move on to the Roguish Archetypes. At 3rd level, a rogue gains the Roguish Archetype feature, which offers you the choice of a subclass. The following options are available: Phantom and Soul Knife. So let's start off by looking at the Phantom right here. Many rogues walk a fine line between life and death, risking their own lives and taking the lives of others. While adventuring on that line, some rogues discover a mystical connection to death itself. These rogues take knowledge from the dead and become immersed in negative energy, eventually becoming like ghosts. Thieves' guilds value them highly, effective information gatherers and spies. So think negative energy, ghosts, and spies. That's what these guys will be all around right here. Many Shardakai of the Shadowfell are masters of these macabre techniques, and some are willing to teach this path. In places like Thay and the Forgotten Realms, and Karnath and Eberron, where many necromancers practice their craft, a phantom can become a wizard's confidant and right hand. And necromancers are exactly who you think these guys would be with. In temples of gods of death, the phantom might work as an agent to track down those who try to cheat death and to recover knowledge that might otherwise be lost to the grave. How did you discover this grim power? Did you sleep in a graveyard and awaken to your new abilities? Or did you cultivate them in a temple or thieves' guild dedicated to a deity of death? In this section right here, create your own background for the character. Come up with a very interesting story on how you got these new powers. If you come up with some good ideas, type them in the comments down below. So at 3rd level, they're going to gain Whispers of the Dead. Echoes of those who have died cling to you. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can choose one skill or tool proficiency that you lack and gain it. As a ghostly presence shares its knowledge with you, you lose this proficiency when you use this feature to choose a different proficiency that you lack. So basically, some ghostly spirit had this skill or tool proficiency, and it's going to share it with you. So that's Whispers of the Dead. Next here, we have another 3rd level phantom feature called Wells from the Grave. As you nudge someone closer to the grave, you can channel the power of death to harm someone else as well. So you get to harm 2 people here. Immediately after you deal your sneak attack damage to a creature on your turn, you can target a second creature that you can see within 30 feet of the first one. Roll half the number of sneak attack dice for your level, rounding up, and the second creature takes necrotic damage equal to, what's it going to be equal to the roll's total, as Wells of the Dead sound around them for a moment. So they're going to hear some ghostly sounds all at the same time they take this necrotic damage. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses after a long rest. So next, level 9, Tokens of the Departed. When a life ends in your presence, you're able to snatch a token from the departing soul, a sliver of its life essence that now takes physical form as a reaction when a creature that you can see dies within 30 feet of you. You can open your free hand and cause a tiny trinket to appear there, a soul trinket. So you're going to take a piece of this person's life essence and turn it into an actual physical trinket that you could hold. The DM determines the trinket's form or has you roll on the trinket table in the player's handbook to generate it. You can have a maximum number of soul trinkets equal to your proficiency bonus, and you can't create one while you're at your max. You can use soul trinkets in the following ways. So you're going to use these trinkets like currencies. So what can you spend these trinkets on? First of all, while a soul trinket is on your person, you have advantage on death saving throws and constitution saving throws, for your vitality is enhanced by the life essence within the object. So look at it, says just having it on you. Don't have to actually use it up for this. Just have one on you. You get advantage on death saving throws and con saving throws. Always good to have. When you deal sneak attack damage on your turn, you can destroy one of these soul trinkets that's on your person and then immediately use Wells from the Grave. That's what we had on the previous page without expending a use of that feature. So using up your trinkets will let you use the Wells from the Grave go further, letting your sneak attack damage go further. Number 3, as an action, you can destroy one of your soul trinkets no matter where it's located, so evidently it doesn't even have to be on you. When you do so, you can ask the spirit associated with the trinket one question. The spirit appears to you and answers in a language it knew in life. So you got to think about what language or languages that individual would have been speaking. It's under no obligation to be truthful, and it answers as concisely as possible, eager to be free. The spirit knows only what it knew in life, so nothing extra, as determined by the DM. So how about that little part says no obligation to be truthful? I guess you better consider what spirit you're asking a question of. Then at level 13 you get Ghost Walk. You can phase partially into the realm of the dead, becoming like a ghost. As a bonus action, you assume a spectral form. While in this form, you have a flying speed of 10 feet. You can hover, and attack rolls have disadvantage against you. So how nice is that? Flying speed, hover, and anything attacking you has disadvantage. That's always big. You can also, how about this part, move through creatures and objects as if they were just difficult terrain. But you take 1d10 force damage if you end your turn inside a creature or object. So just make sure you don't end a turn inside of something. But think about this, you come to a locked door, maybe a wall, and you know there's something on the other side. Ghost walk right through it. So that is a big one. I'm surprised that's not higher than level 13. Shame it's not lower. You could really have some fun with that. You stay in this form for 10 minutes or until you end it as a bonus action. To use this feature again, you must finish a long rest or destroy one of your soul trinkets. So you can just keep on using your soul trinkets for this ghost walk. And you can do this, use your soul trinket as part of your bonus action to activate the ghost walk. Man, that's a big one right there. That could be handy. That could be a game changer. You could drive the DM crazy with that ghost walk. And then at level 17, Death's Friend. Your association with death has become so close that you gain the following benefits. When you use your Wells from the Grave, you can deal the necrotic damage to both the first and second creature. So again, that Wells from the Grave was something you can use at level 3. At the end of a long rest, a soul trinket appears in your hand if you don't have any soul trinkets, as the spirits of the dead are drawn to you. So if you don't have any soul trinkets, finish a long rest and you just get one for doing nothing. So that's good right there. That's not bad, but that level 13 Ghost Walk is what's huge. So that gives some very interesting options. There's a little tiefling phantom, and you can see these spirits talking to them. So these guys right here are talking to the dead at times, and then with that ghost walk, they actually become a bit ghostly themselves. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.